last broadcast of A Matter of Time, the now-grown children of the Reverie Estate are all back in their home city of Faroth for the first time in over 10 years. Once Alfaxion, Battalier, Gamake, and Deltamen, our protagonists have changed since their last meetings. Deltamen, now Thomas, steps foot in the city with the intention of going to see his estranged father a decade after departing, requiring some liquid courage beforehand. Once Gamake, now Skia, has finished their nursing shift at the local hospital and plans to call upon the patriarch of their patchwork family. Alfaxion has recently been using the name Penth and returns to the nation's capital after an archaeology expedition funded by the eccentric gentleman Lord Willard Pullman. While no one knows the name of Battalier, star of the stage and screen, Aspen echoes as a household name in Faroth. Fate brought each of the siblings together in an impromptu reunion at the rooftop terrace of Spire, where they reconnected after more than a decade since being in their shared childhood home. Tensions were tested as their own patterns, memories, and relationships each fought to be dominated by their previous selves or their newer counterparts. A curious reporter was eager to ask Aspen about being pulled from a party the previous night by negotiators, a brutish force intended to identify and contain Arcanus, but she was chased off by Penth, citing a discomfort with the camera. The siblings realized that most of them had been summoned by their adoptive father, his first correspondence ever, stating that the time had come that he would reveal their purpose. Shortly after, negotiators themselves showed up at the pristine rooftop, and the siblings witnessed a horrendous scene as a scared and confused man of magical ability chose to take his life instead of being taken by the officers. Leaving Spire and heading to the estate they once called home, they found signs of a break-in. Immediately falling back into their training, they found the Reverie Estate relatively untouched and under the care of the unobservant housekeeper, Baruch. However, they found their father's office in shambles, including an interrupted recording meant for Skia, Aspen, and Penth, saying that their time had come and to find their father with the iridescent fool. Thomas admitted that he had not been invited by their father, that his arrival was a convenient coincidence in their reunion before the house was interrupted by two strange arrivals. First, through a strange portal of unknown magics, a mechanical man known as the Evaluator of Potential Oracular Compatibility and Hyperdimensionality, or EPOC for short. Next came the impossible visitor of a second Thomas, grievously wounded from some unknown battle. What or who has sent these two arrivals? Who is behind the kidnapping of the Reverie Estate's patriarch? And does the timing have anything to do with Father's sudden willingness to reveal information? Who is the iridescent fool? We now continue with A Matter of Time!
Hello, everybody, and welcome to A Matter of Time, the game that we are playing here from Centering Productions. My name is Brylan Check Furnell. I am your storyteller, and with me are my friends and the ones that I like to torture and kill in session 1. So, without further ado, let them introduce themselves.
Evan, aka Thomas, R.I.P.
I'm Justin, aka Skia.
I'm Alexander Shakur, also known as Penth Alfaxion originally as well.
Sean, aka Aspen.
Fantastic. Well, let's dive in. Thomas, you standing inside the foyer of your childhood home have just watched your reflection, but torn apart, filled with bullet holes, a pink glowing light fading from his eyes as he says, "I just wanted to see you all one last time," and then drops into your arms. The closet doors sort of swing out wide and then close back towards him as he crumples, and you just are hit with so much dense muscle, and you can see that this Thomas is a much, not to say that you are by any means out of shape, but this is a lean and nothing but corded muscle Thomas. Skia, Penth, and Aspen, you see this from just outside the main door to the Reverie Estate, and you see Thomas holding himself with absolutely no signs of life, that final pink glow just drifting out. Thomas, what is going through your head in this moment?
He looks down and just shocked silence and starts to sweat and breathing starts to increase, and he's going to push himself away and scramble backwards and go over to like a trash can and just vomit.
You've been drinking all day long.
Let it out.
Not a lot of food.
I did have oatmeal.
You did have oatmeal.
And we had that one.
Probably 12 hours ago.
Serious. And just like sweating, shaking, and is not not handling this very well.
As you hurl into this like potted plant near a window, the other three, what's going on with you all?
Are we like over Pence shoulders right now?
Or he was holding you.
Yeah. We're dangling.
I would say Penth if he saw what he saw through the door, I think he went back inside very quickly.
Skia would be like, put me down.
Correct. I think we all would have seen the same thing. I think would have been dropping you and all of us rushing through, like almost back to. Yeah, I think we went back to like, all right, we saw some shit. This was less of a joke now. It's more serious. We're going back in. We're dealing with this.
Yeah, and you know how like when you pick up like a cat that doesn't want to be picked up, and it just starts like squirming and that's kind of how Skia was getting.
Goat legs into my side.
Yeah, just.
What is it that we're looking at right now?
Skia probably would rush over to the body though to look at it, like
medicine,
check the pulse. Yeah, check the pulse and be like, and
why don't both of you, Skia as a nurse, Penth as a healer, why don't both of you roll a medicine check?
Got it. 7. Persephone ain't helping.
I got a 19 medicine check.
Nice.
What the two of you see is a figure, very obviously Thomas, very, very clearly the same brother that you grew up with, noticeably older. There is there are sparks of gray in the hair. I mentioned the change in muscle mass. Obviously, something traumatic happened to his left arm. It's been replaced by a prosthetic, the intricacies of which are beyond your immediate understandings of the mechanics of it, how it works. Very clearly, he is just as dead as the man who fell from Spire earlier today. Skia, you can tell a number of wounds across the chest. You've seen bullet wounds before in the hospital. You recognize those. The lacerations across the chest, across the back, and one just across, like just above the eye, do seem to have come from some sort of very clean, very sharp blade. But that isn't... You don't think that's what killed Thomas. You also see increasing signs of internal damage to the organs. You are seeing blood begin to pool up under the skin inside the body. And truly, it's amazing that this Thomas stayed alive long enough to get here from wherever he came from and to even speak those final words, which I actually don't know if the three of you were close enough to hear. But this Thomas certainly did. The fact that when he arrived and when the closet doors were thrown open, he was, for the most part, on 2 feet is mind-boggling to you.
Skia's gonna kind of like look at this Thomas's face and then look at, our Thomas's face, and just really try to be like, is this really the same person?
I think at Skia looking at me, Thomas is going to run out of the room. Can't handle it. I'm hot. Everyone, like, I don't want anyone to look at me. Is there, like, a kitchen, a door down or two down? Yep. Go to the kitchen.
Yeah, the foyer extends out. You've got the spiral staircase that goes up to the stairs, and then under that passageway, there is a larger dining area. In one of the sides, there's a swinging door that goes into the kitchen, where you
Sink.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm doing that.
Just dousing your face in water, trying to.
I don't know, like Skia looking at me and looking at that and looking at me. It's like too weird. I can't be in the same room.
Yeah.
Is there a long table in the room that we're in? Like somewhere, like, or is the dining room? You said you go through the dining room to get to the kitchen.
You could go to the dining room. There's a long table in there. Also in the foyer, there's one of those like against the wall tables where someone would put a vase of flowers. You know, an ordinary home might have family pictures on there.
So that's still too small. I'd like to move the body to the dining room.
Okay.
Respectfully. Like lay it on the table. And
Skia will help you.
Yeah.
Will help.
Hopefully, Aspen, are you gonna help too?
No.
Okay.
Aspen is not helping move the body.
So I think
we got the two doctors in here. Like, doctor.
Well, a doctor and then like a nun. It's like a doctor and then like a priest is like carrying
like
their brother's dead body.
Yeah, Penth, with your bulk, you could easily, Hagrid him.
No, but it's about the respect and the
right.
rituals of having Skia doing it too.
You take like the majority of Thomas, like
Be gentle with me.
You're sort of under his armpits and sort of carrying his upper half. Skia carrying the legs. Help. Skia, you notice that the legs themselves, also like several bones have just been shattered.
Let's not go to the future.
Yeah, Skia's gonna mention
place.
to Penth that Thomas has taken an incredible beating from something. He didn't die from these gunshot wounds or these slashes. I think it was internal hemorrhaging. His organs are. I don't know how he's even managed to stand at the end there.
Do you think whatever brought him here did that to him? Or did he escape something like that to come here?
Why would something or someone send him here to say goodbye? I think it was his choice, somehow.
Yeah, but we know. I think Thomas is out of earshot.
I'm in the kitchen.
Yeah, he's never shown anything. Like, okay, first off, we're in agreement. This is definitely some sort of future bullshit. Correct? We're on the same page?
Well,
Or clone? Are we thinking future? Are we thinking clone? Are we thinking...
I don't know. How would I know?
Well, you're the one in a hospital. I'm the one dealing with... I deal with the things that
Yeah,
are already
I
dead or
deal
should
with
be.
burn ward victims, not people teleporting in and dying in front of me with an extreme internal hemorrhaging. I mean, this is worse than anything I've seen in the ER.
So say this is...
He should be dead.
He should be dead.
Aspen,
Before he was alive. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Aspen, did you remain in the foyer or did you follow them into the dining room and are still present for this conversation, or are you apart?
Aspen is in the foyer looking at Epoch because there's a weird machine that popped into the middle of the room, standing still in the middle of the room.
Oh, I thought he disappeared when Thomas showed up. Oh, okay, he is still there. Okay. No, I'm still there. Interesting.
Is there any remnants left of where this apparent Thomas like came from, or was it just like something opened up and pops out a body and it goes away?
So what tipped you off to Thomas's arrival was the ticking that sped up, and then the ding of Epoch, which you were against your will taken out of the space for.
Right.
When you had poked your heads in, you were in time to see your Thomas open the doors to the closet. Inside the closet, you're not seeing, other than a small pool and drips of blood, you're not seeing any additional evidence. Like when Epoch came through from wherever he came, there was sand everywhere.
It was like a gate, right?
It was like an electrical storm.
Yeah.
Cool. Also, Future Thomas showed up inside of the cabinet, so we didn't see if there was.
You didn't see a glow from under the door. You didn't see a gate, an opening, or anything, because it was essentially in another room.
Tick, 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 ding. Thud through the wardrobe. Ah, fuck. Ugh.
Do I want to roll something, or is it just, it's pretty apparent that there's nothing in here? This cabinet.
Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Ooh,
Yeah.
21.
You also notice that where this strange new version of Thomas was, where you saw him slumped against the wall inside the closet, there is an ash or charcoal, something that must have been like on his clothes that smudged against the wall.
Okay. Is it like removable, like scrapable?
You could scrape some of it off. You would almost definitely get, like paint chippings from the wall as well.
Sure. Keeping kind of an eye on this machine behind him. It's a big mess, and I'm sure there's probably a paper or a book or something that is around.
Yeah.
Aspen finds a book, reads the title, doesn't care, rips a piece of paper out of it, and using his dagger, and he folds the paper using his dagger to scrape this residue into it, and then kind of fold it up into a little envelope.
Because I'd like to go see Thomas. I think we put older Thomas on the table. I would like to see if Thomas isn't coming in for that. I'd like to go find him.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, do you want to come with me? I think I do ask you, like, shall we find him? Or are you busy with the body?
Ski is probably honestly gonna be like, I don't know if this is wrong or something, but I would like to examine this more. This is highly irregular, and it's bringing me back to. She kind of gets like a far off look in their eyes.
Oh.
Kind of, which I don't know. He's like, you go on. I'll stay here. This is perplexing.
I think Penn looks at Skia a little bit differently since I lifted you and realized that you are denser than you used to be when I used to lift you as a kid to take you. So I think puts a hand on your shoulder and kind of pulls you in for a hug for a second, because we are standing next to the body of what could be our dead brother.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I look down and I say, let's ask for his consent before we cut into the body.
Well, I wasn't gonna. She like kind of hugs you back. Doesn't, seems to be protesting.
You're throwing up from it.
Yeah. I think we pull away, and I leave you with older Thomas, or the dead Thomas, and I go find the young, thriving, living Thomas.
Is Pent the only one coming to the kitchen?
I think so.
Okay.
As you are approaching that swinging door into the kitchen, before you can get to it, Baruch comes out with a mop and a bucket and is just walking towards the puke.
This is not the time. Can I like push him back out the kitchen door and be like, 20 minutes?
Oh.
As you wish, Master Alfaxian.
Penth.
Excuse me.
Thank you. And I push him out the door. He's like, never has any sort of clue as to the wrong timing for anything. And I think are you still throwing up?
No, so if you go into the kitchen and see all the cabinets are swing open like the pantry and food and all that. And would I have been able to find like a bottle of whiskey in a cabinet? Did Father drink it all, or wine, anything?
Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Okay.
It's for sure cooking, Sherry.
Why he does
like
that?
that?
If they're
13.
Okay.
13. Oh,
You have found not anything as strong as you might feel the need for in this
Sure.
moment. What you have found is a bottle of a Tobin Tokai. It's like a sweeter after dinner wine, golden in color, very, very similar to mead. It's like a honey wine, and from the bottle alone and the vintage on it, you would guess that this is a very expensive bottle. It's about 73 years old.
Okay. I think as Penth comes in is like when Thomas finds it. So Penth, you'll see him like grabbing the bottle, like, and like all these glasses are just like clinking around, and he's just shaking, and he's gonna pour and spill most of it and put down, and then look at you, and then just like put it on the table and put the bottle down. So am I dead? What does that mean? Penth, you gotta help me figure this out, man. I'm not cut out for this kind of stuff.
you say that. I look at the cabinets you've like destroyed, and I think I look at them more than looking at you. And I think I use mending because I use mending. And as I walk by towards you, I think I just put my hand on the cabinets and just slowly they start like rebuilding.
Ooh.
As I walk.
That's
by.
cool.
And I'm looking at them more than I'm looking at you. And I think without looking at you, I say, what was the first person you had a crush on when you were a kid? The first person you told me, late at night, sitting in the foyer, hiding from everyone else, that you had feelings for.
Yeah, Bobby Sanderson, 3 doors down, because he got the newest toy, electric gun.
Yeah, electric gun, I know.
He got it, and we all thought, like, oh, we're just jealous of Bobby Sanderson, but you know that I know that it was because he was real cute, and that's why we wanted to go over and play with the toy gun.
No, you kept wanting to steal the toy gun. Because what would happen when you would steal the toy gun was that Bobby Sanderson had to come find it. And even though it was all 4 of us, you always somehow had the gun every time Bobby Sanderson came looking for it. So that is you, and you are you.
Yeah.
So what the fuck's going on? Because you're obviously not someone pretending to be Thomas. Because not even Bobby Sanderson knows that you had a crush on Bobby Sanderson.
He was kind of dense, wasn't he?
I mean, the orcs are pretty dense.
Yeah.
That's the way. No, it's not the time for that.
I
I think I'm with you at the table. I think I move the drink from you and I sit and I think.
Oh, I was gonna put one for you.
Oh, you're point. No, I think I move it away from you.
Okay. We both reach for the same time, and you get there first. I'm like,
The Goliath hand just like covers the entire glass. You reach for it, and just like a cage appears, like a big gray hand, just like.
Eat the room. Got it.
And I think I sit and I look at you.
Whiskey and give me the once over.
Something really bad happened to you.
You didn't let them cut into me yet, right?
I genuinely asked to make sure we had your consent. That was going to be at the end of this conversation, but I didn't really want to jump right into the whole.
you're
like,
good.
heartfelt, hey, can we cut into you? Then say like, how you doing, champ? That's not really
Right.
No, no one's. We just know from an observational glance that you or him or he or they did turn into something else when they died, so they know that they are humanoid. They're not exactly fate pretending to be you.
Okay. Yeah, I had like armor on or something, right? Like I had like an armor.
You had a fake arm. Sorry, prosthetic arm. They're real. They're just not. Look, I'm not having a good time with this because technically you're not supposed to be here twice. I mean,
I'm not supposed to be here at all.
you've never had. We don't know what happened to you for the last 4 years. So this has never happened to you. You have never showed up to yourself before.
Oh, no. This is all new to me, too. Yeah. For sure. No, man. I just...
Hey.
Remember...
No, go ahead. I take the bottle.
Yeah. If you take a sip, I'll hold the shot up and talk to you and say,
okay.
I remember the day you left. I think about it a lot, actually. I think I fucked up. I'm sorry. I think the last few years I've been trying to figure stuff out. I don't even think I'm doing that right. So I came home and I didn't think it would go so topsy-turvy so quick.
Timing's not great.
What was that, Mitch?
I said timing's not great. Just thinking.
I'll clink.
Yeah, and I think we'll figure this out.
Thanks, man.
I just know that seeing yourself die, for people not accustomed probably to a lot of death in their lives, is a lot. But that's just... Death is inevitable. And that's not in like the whole French smoking a cigarette thing. It's just what is and will be.
Yeah, that's like Aspen's thing. Yeah.
And even though we see a death, you can't believe that that is the only death you'll have. Or if that's the only way that death may come to you. We see a snapshot of a person that may happen. But we currently live now. So right now you are alive, and I think that is what you need to hold on to. And that is something that me and Skia and Aspen will make sure you hold on to at this time. You are alive. Come on, say it with me. I am alive.
I am alive.
I will give you another shot. I'll let you have another shot if you can say I am alive 2 more times.
Alright, okay. I'm alive. I'll say it.
Okay, now without the gay sarcasm.
Alright, I'm alive! I'm alive! I'm alive!
Do you believe it?
I believe it! I'm gonna clank.
Okay. Clank.
I'm gonna drink a shot that I shake a
Now, can we cut into you?
Fuck you! And I'm gonna head out into the lobby.
Beautiful.
Sorry, Skia.
Aspen.
Skia maybe could hear from the kitchen a sort of gentle melody playing from the foyer for the last little while, as the scene would kind of come in. Would be Aspen lounged on the stairs, kind of lazily playing the violin. So did he make you? Talking to the machine in front, and next to his head is a cigarette floating. As he like turns, as he like turns his head, the cigarette kind of comes in.
Is this what Greg is doing right now? Is this what Greg has been doing this whole time?
Holding a cig. Hold that ciggy.
Kind of floats back out as he just continues playing, asking his probably 20th question to this thing.
Negative.
Did you bring that other thing here?
Negative.
It's pretty much just been a string of questions testing this thing's like response pattern.
If you're asking yes or no questions, you'll get a negative or an affirmative.
Okay. I think he would have started I guess asking just like what's going on here.
I am here to observe.
What are you observing?
You.
Why?
I am the evaluator of potential oracular compatibility and hyperdimensionality.
Hyperdimensionality.
Wow.
That's a mouthful. Is that what we call you?
Affirmative.
I'm not gonna remember that.
Just Aspen goes in it.
What did you say it was again?
I am the evaluator of potential oracular compatibility and hyperdimensionality.
Well, this isn't gonna do. Why don't we crunch it down to EP? Oh, how about epoch?
Affirmative.
Okay, good. You know my name.
Affirmative.
You know their names.
Affirmative.
How long have you known our names?
That is forbidden.
Been by who?
Willie, pull me.
This is fun.
I have there are two responses that I can choose from, and it's like there's a right one and there's a really tempting one.
The right one. Can't spill too many beans.
That is forbidden.
So this is another one of his tests then?
Ooh! It's the meta hesitation of the DM that we're all paying attention to right now.
Affirmative.
Of course it is. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Here in here, he breaks the family home apart. He stages this kidnapping. He puts you here. Whatever this body that brought in looks like, Thomas, to... Is it a mystery? Are we supposed to solve a mystery?
Everyone's going to become mad. I'm like, Sean, I'm dead here.
Affirmative.
And you're supposed to watch us solve this mystery?
I am here to observe.
What happens if we don't play the game?
I am here to observe.
What if we split the party?
I am here to observe.
What if we split the party? That is forbidden.
So are you just gonna like stay here in this vicinity?
I am here to observe.
Okay. Aspen looks at his cigarette and tilts his head and stands up, and the cigarette follows him as he moves across the room and towards the foyer, and Aspen watches Epoch see what it's gonna do.
That face, that porcelain mask with the gold filigree follows you as you walk through the foyer. And then it turns back to look at the large entryway that goes into the dining room and witnesses Skia standing there with future Thomas on the table laid out, and you watch as there is the gears turning in the glass behind the mask, and then they click into a place, and you just hear the as it walks clanking quite noisily into the dining room. Skia, you standing there, hear it come up behind you, and it just stops right behind you and just stands there. Skia, have you...
I was gonna cast, like, Detect Magic again, if it were up, and be, like, doing, Detect Magic. Maybe Identify, too, if I can see the arm, like, because the arm is, like, not... seems future, you know what I mean? Like, I'll be using Detect Magic and Identify to try to figure out if anything is magic about this Thomas, or if there's anything magic on him, and then trying to figure out what it is.
Okay. And you have resisted the urge to cut into Thomas?
I mean, resisted.
Does
that mean no?
Psychopath. Well, Skia heard Penth yell from the other room. Skia also doesn't have, like, a scalpel or anything on.
Right.
I highly doubt that.
It is Skia's day off.
It is Skia's day off.
Yeah. All my tools are at home. I'll be right back, guys. And just runs off, comes back later.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Whenever we
Skia, casting Detect Magic.
It's one of those things where they cast Detect Magic, and then whatever they find is magic, they're going to try to identify it. They're going to cast Identify and examine whatever's magic. So, I mean, if that arm shows up as magic, Skia is definitely going to be examining that arm really closely. Trying to figure out more about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Justin.
If you were listening to the dining room, you just hear like the soft chime of the little resonance.
Yeah, if you want to, you described in our last session what your Detect Magic looks like. If, let's just say hypothetically, you also cast Identify, if you would just describe what your Identify casting looks like, I'm gonna text you something. I'll let you know when I've sent it.
Cool.
Sting. Yes, I haven't texted Ryland yet this campaign.
Meanwhile, in the kitchen, me and Thomas.
We have gotten back because I said after we were done with our moment, I was gonna head back in so we could all be in the same room for this, just for the session.
While this text is happening, can I just say a thing that I want to do so I don't forget it?
Yeah.
Same deal with collecting whatever was on the inside of the cabinet. Bryland, is there a lot of sand in the foyer?
There is, yes.
Same. I would like to take a sample of the sand that is now here.
The sand.
Alex, I was heading back into the foyer to join our siblings in the situation.
Why is he here? Sorry, he said the situation. I apologize.
Yeah, everybody, come on.
Sorry, what? You don't get a Jersey Shore joke from 2009? What's the problem? What's the matter with you?
Oh my god. Matrix. Could we have been back during this and just so we're all here, or
As Skia is casting, I'm assuming both of those spells were done ritually.
Yeah. I mean, Skia's
Yeah.
taking their time with this. I mean,
You know,
they're not in a
10
rush.
plus minutes, and so if you come in during the casting of the Identify spell.
Aspen, are you still in the room? You just sort of walking around, making Epoch follow you?
Epoch has entered the dining room, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Aspen is now sitting at the dining room table with his boots up on the table,
So now
playing and
everybody-
watching Skia.
Everybody is in the dining room.
How close are
including-
your boots to the body?
I mean, it's a pretty big table, right?
That's fair.
It's-
Yeah, well,
Oh,
It's
He's
not a
not
good
putting his
question.
boots on the body.
Okay, just want to make sure, Aspen. Let's be respectful for our brother.
Why? He's right there.
while Brad's finishing, like, Thomas comes back in, is gonna say something to Skia, but notices the, like, I'm like, fuck, magic. Looks over at Aspen. Are you figuring out what that thing is?
Yeah, that's Epoch.
Epoch. Great, you named it. Great, we gotta keep it.
No, we asked him that last time. Okay, we don't have to keep. I'm looking at the robot, and I'll wait to. Okay. Skia, no cutting. I see. I look. Skia is obviously not cutting. Aspen, I
Yeah.
think. Are you like hunched? Are you like looking at like the evidence?
Aspen?
Yeah. Are you like?
No, he's kicked back, like just plucking the violin and sort of watching Skia. But as you guys come in, he tells you about Epoch, and he says all of this is a test, one of his tests. Of course, it's one of his tests. I mean, why else would we all be here and this happening at the time that we arrive, right?
Who? A test. Specifically for us, or just a test for like all of humanity?
Justin, you have a test.
Can we interact with you again?
I guess I didn't ask them that. Epoch, is this a test for us?
Affirmative.
There you go.
Define us. I say at Epoch.
I am here to observe. Penth, Skia, Aspen, Thomas.
Can't be Dad.
The robot likes me.
Dad doesn't know our names.
Epoch,
He knows my name.
can you lie?
There's so many good ones. That is forbidden.
I knew that was going to be fun. Okay. Are you here to help us?
I am here to observe.
Right, sorry. Who is over there on the table?
Thomas.
Who am I?
Thomas.
How is that possible?
I am here to observe.
I am the evaluator of potential oracular compatibility and hyperdimensionality.
Okay. Alright, hold on. Oracular compatibility. Oracular. Oracle. We're getting into the dealing with, and this comes from like Oracle of Delphi things knowledge from his background and like in history and things like that. We're getting into time, future, or premonition. That's oracular things is premonition, things that will happen soon or in the future, a potential of a future. What was the next thing? What was evaluator of potential oracular do I remember?
Did you text us?
Compatibility?
I don't.
No, this is fun for this. This is the character.
Oh,
bullshit.
yeah,
Let's
I
remember this. And then
I
hyperdimensionality.
know,
What's
that
that C? Hyperdimensionality. What's that C? That C. Compatibility?
You sound like Skia right now. Oh, I can't handle it.
Epoch. How old is dead Thomas? At this point, I'm like standing face to face to Epoch because I think we're relatively the same height.
Yeah, it's like he's a few inches taller than you. Not much, like 2 or 3 inches
So
taller.
you're both tall.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's very rare for me to find someone who is taller than me, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I like
So that's a
that.
very fun thing.
Now you could probably pick him up and break him like a twig, but yeah.
I don't do that anymore, bro.
So you ask how old Thomas is, and Epoch's response is, "That is forbidden."
All right, I'd like to do an investigation check to see if I can, based off of my knowledge of like, maybe even Skia might help to determine the age of the person.
Okay.
I guess while Ski is evaluating it, I can try.
Yeah. So either both of you roll. It could be investigation or it could be medicine, or Alex can have advantage.
My medicine's +3.
Mine, I think both of mine are +5.
Oh.
Yeah,
So-
investigation and medicine are 5.
Do you want to roll separately then?
Sure.
Oh, 22. Got a 19 +3.
Oh, Ski got a 15.
All right, I'll take it. So this is, I'm using medicine to determine if I can say a rough ballpark. I don't need like exact year, but a rough
Right.
ballpark.
You
Yeah.
know, you can't get exact here, but you can tell that while this Thomas does look it looks to you like a number of years have weighed heavily on Thomas. It, you know, the gray hair, the rippled muscle, additional scars, not to mention, you know, the missing arm.
Mhm.
All of this has happened in what looks like 3 to 5 years.
Whoa.
Damn. So it's like a tiny bit of gray.
Yeah.
In Thomas, a little bit, or at least maybe it's gray. Like doesn't feel natural.
Like he got worn down not by time itself, but by like the hard years of time,
Yeah.
kind of thing. Okay, great.
So I thought I was gonna see something better, but I thought this would have been you from like 15 years ago, or 15 years from now. But looks like you've had a rough life. You've got maybe 5 years max.
Uh,
So it's
loud?
not-
Skia will pipe in while you're saying all that. And
Yeah.
Be like, well, because they're casting like detect magic, and Skia will be like, I'm detecting more magic than I've ever seen before. It's not Thomas, but it's kind of around him. It's not. I'm not really sure, but this is. You can kind of feel like, you can hear like their, you know, hand, like arm kind of like vibrating and like harmonizing with like the sounds and stuff. It's just like, it's picking up a lot.
Cool.
It's very like,
At that
That
moment,
was good.
at that moment, you hear the gong and someone ringing the bell at the front door.
All right.
Me, I'll do it. I got it.
Oh, is it Baruch? Is it Baruch gonna do something? Do it or?
No, Baruch.
Let's
Aspen sees Baruch going.
That, and you hear from like the corner, 20 minutes has not yet passed, Master Pen.
Oh, alright, we're good. Baruch's gonna just chill in the corner for a bit. You can do what you want, Aspen. It's fine.
Aspen stands up, and as he stands and starts walking across the dining room to the foyer, anybody who paying attention might see a change in his sort of way he carries himself. He stands a little taller. He floats a little more. Like he just feels a little different, and he goes towards the front door.
Cool.
I cannot wait for this.
Aspen, you take a moment to collect yourself, find a new personality within the many folds that that Aspen contains, and you open the door to a familiar face, someone that you had seen just the night before, your neighbor, Zechariah van de Laert.
Gross.
Gross.
Obviously, he's not holding a martini, but this is the art that I have for him. And he is...
This is too intense, but I like
very, very noticeably perplexed, sort of, definitely off a little bit. Well, and we live in a neighborhood that's...
Mr.
Echo.
Mr. Vandelair, it's a pleasure to see you again, twice in 2 days. It's a true treat.
Yes. Is your father present?
No, it appears that he's stepped out.
So all of the commotion in here is your doing? I would say it's par for the course, Monsieur Echoes. I am waiting on your apology for the scene that was caused last night at my event. The guests were quite ruffled. Yes, the vice chief herself barely contained herself together.
How loud is this man?
He's not trying to be quiet.
Okay, so I think like you see Scooby-Doo style like out from the foyer, like the three heads, like me, Skia, and Thomas looking up, but then Epoch also like right above looking over, like watching this man yell at Aspen.
And now, as if ruining the event that I threw last night wasn't enough, here you are, in all hours of the evening, making such a racket. We live in a neighborhood, good sir. You and your ilk, making all sorts of storming noises from inside the house. People running in and out all day, and this is...
So...
I had a right mind to call a constable.
Hence, Scooby-Doo painted the picture of us looking, including Epoch, and if Thomas went like, no. push the robot out of sight.
He's observing.
Well, first I would sincerely like to apologize for what happened at your soiree last evening. That was quite unfortunate. Big misunderstanding. As you can clearly see, as I'm standing here in front of you.
Yes. Well, those negotiators from the WASP department have made quite a mess of things as of late. I'm frustrated with how the evening went, but I must say it is good to see you unharmed.
I agree. As far as last night went, the individuals that you saw causing a ruckus running in and out of here, were they more negotiators, perhaps?
No, it seemed to be a crew of some kind, some sort of cleaners is what it looked like from the carriage. must have been behind schedule because they were in a rush and they were loud, boisterous. Now, I tell you, these streets are supposed to remain quiet. That's why we pay our substantial mortgages. And not that, well, I don't assume that you pay your father's mortgage, but we live in the Green Ward. We're not out in the shadow with the rest of the hoodlums and scamps that live out there. This is a good neighborhood, and I will not see it turn.
Mr. Vandelay, I wholeheartedly agree with you. This is a grand, upstanding neighborhood, and such acts of noise and depravity should not go unanswered. And I would very much like to take your complaint to the service that provided the clearing earlier today.
Well, let's see. I have to jog my memory to see exactly what did it say on that.
Like that's the only thing you're jogging.
You see Aspen's hand behind, like waiting.
Yes,
I'm smoking Aspen's cigarette. I'm smoking Aspen's.
Grab that.
Thomas is like under you, Pet, and he just has to like.
You're dead in there. We gotta get a little bit of comedy to this.
yes, well,
It's the only thing you're jogging. Poor thing.
perhaps while I try to remember, maybe you and I might pick up our conversation from the night before about that script that some of my people have been writing, and we can also discuss how we might avoid any such complexities at the next soiree, as you put it. Might I come in?
As much as I would love to go over that script, and I am quite interested in in hearing all about it. You said it was about a railroad man, right? And his trials and tribulations, and attempts at love, and all the above.
Yes, I'll give you the full synopsis.
Unfortunately, I do have quite a busy schedule, and I'm going to have to run out. But perhaps I may stop by your estate on a later date.
Maybe Varuk wants to hear about it.
Skia looks pretty interested, actually, in
about the train.
a train script.
It's not the Skia, the story about the train. Skia, it's about the people who
doesn't
run
hear
the
about
train.
a train script.
Actually, would Skia know who this? I mean, obviously, because neighbors, but like,
yeah, didn't you say he was a big industrialist hoo-ha?
Yeah.
He's a hoo-ha.
Zachariah Vandelaire is the coin purse behind the industrial movement. He is one of, if not the richest man in the world.
Yeah, Skia's pretty interested in. They got like the kind of like star. Skia's a little starstruck, not saying anything. So just like
completely forgetting that her brother had died. Like
maybe.
Aspen, go ahead.
Right now.
Is that a fair way to say
yeah.
who they are?
Cool. Aspen, go ahead and roll your choice, persuasion or deception, but I'd love to know which one it is.
They are both the same. Wait, they are both the same. I'm gonna do deception because it's clearly a lie.
Yeah.
21.
21. I'm gonna roll my first roll of the campaign. He is going to roll an insight check against you. Zachariah Vandelaire does seem a little perturbed at the, he sort of inviting himself in, and you're like, no, I've got stuff to do. And in his mind, he's like, I'm the richest man in the world. What? And like, you can see his whole thought process of like, I'm rich. I came here in a huff, and also you were invited into my home yesterday, and this is how I'm treated, is what's going on in his mind. And he goes,
Aspen's just standing there smiling.
And Thomas could hear all this, right?
Yeah. I mean, all of that stuff that I just said was
Right. Yeah.
internal. He says, Well, I would hate to hold you up. I will think on the name that was written on the coach of the cleaning service in the comfort of my own home.
Oh, damn. Did we know this guy growing up? Like, he was our neighbor?
He's your neighbor.
He's our neighbor, so he knows all four of us as well.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if seeing us is
gonna
gonna
be
make it much
chaos.
better. Yeah, I don't think seeing us is gonna make the situation better. Aspen is the only one with like good graces. I'm staying out of it.
Aspen turns from the door, looking in, and sees the three faces, and he has this plastered on smile, and you could tell he just like
And
turns back to the door and is like, I might be able to move some things around. Why don't I join you at your estate and you can tell me all about this script while you think about the name of the carriage.
I turn to Epoch and go, "We're splitting up. What now?"
This seems like information we should have, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I'm here for it. Absolutely.
And Aspen has
I
to
think
go
I'd be-
sit through a reading.
I'm so sorry.
10th, you look back at the door, trying to like look over Aspen's shoulder and see what's happening, and there's a moment of consideration that Zachariah Vandelaire is having before you hear, "I am here to observe."
And I think I grab the big ass Epoch and I throw him back into like the dining room. Probably making like a louder noise than necessary at all, but at least it's not like an insane like creature like, okay, like no one's seen an automaton like this, right? This is like completely out of the ordinary. Yeah. Just rip his ass out and I disappear as well, so you don't rip his ass.
Says Evan, not Thomas.
What is that commotion?
Okay, I'm doing it.
What sort of record are you listening to now?
Oh.
Didn't eat an Odo.
Baruch is having another one of his episodes, I'm afraid. He's getting up there.
That deserves a deception roll. That's funny as hell.
Evan, what were you going to do?
Nothing. This is great.
No.
Nope, not doing it. Nope.
Why not?
Okay, fine. Cause we want. Okay, all right. Yeah. Okay. Thomas is gonna like stumble behind his brother and be like, "Is that the man of the city? Our wonderful neighbor, Aspen? You didn't tell him that we were having a family reunion later, did you?"
Yes, that was the reason my schedule is busy.
Yes, the commotion that I have heard is making more and more sense by the moment.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm just back in town, trying to get back into the vibe. You know what I'm saying, big guy? So Aspen has been wonderful hosting us back at Father's estate. Father's out running his errands, right? Isn't he out running errands, right?
He's out running errands.
Out
Yes.
running errands. Baruch does that stuff. What am I even talking about? Anyway, you want to come, like, have a drink with us? We can, like, party and, like, lay it down.
Ooh, there's no drinks here.
We could go somewhere and get drinks. You want to drink? You want to go drink? Let's go!
Ski probably would come up behind Thomas at that point and be like, sorry, excuse us. Thomas, can I talk to you in the kitchen real fast? And she kind of like nod, like bow deference to him and try to like tug Thomas away, like.
Yeah, I'll like, as like Skia pulls me over, I'll be like, rain check on us having a drinking night, my dude. Come on, you know you wanna. As I like get dragged away. Deflection. So he's not hyper focused on Aspen.
Yeah, Skia's definitely gonna pull Thomas and be like, Thomas, do you know what this is?
When I said Baruch was having one of his episodes, I meant my brother. He's the episode.
Yes. Yes, I remember your youth.
Yes.
Now, I caught you on my lawn and in my trees more than your fair share of time, but that one was worst. Well, as curious as I am to what depth of cleaning this service did to the inside of your Reverie Estate, I suppose I may be convinced to have some whiskey, perhaps a cigar, and we can discuss my script and, yes, the name of the cleaning service. It was something linen. Something linen. It will come to me. Yes, a cigar always helps jog my memory. Shall we?
Of course. Let's say right now.
The family reunion.
Unless you would like me to invite my lovely siblings.
No, please.
Nice.
Please don't. I will enjoy my own cigar, and if you drop by in the morning, if I recall anything about the service, I'll write it down for you, just above the title of the script. I'll just jot it down, and you can take the whole thing in the morning.
Sounds like a plan.
Yes. Well, stay away from those negotiators. Nasty.
Do my best. Thank you. Likewise.
Nice.
I'll see you in the morning, Ms. Your Echoes.
Until then,
Yes.
be safe crossing the street. I said crossing.
Crossing the street.
Blasting the street. I think as soon as
One
he's
of
gone,
Aspen's other accents slips out.
I think Aspen immediately, like when he leaves, Aspen walks over to. Penth walks over to Aspen and goes, "God, is the human chode gone?"
Aspen, having closed the door, looking through the little window deal, is the dumpling man waddling away.
Yeah. He's waddling. He's waddling back. He does look over his shoulder a number of times back at the house.
It just goes going.
Skia has the opposite reaction as Penth. Skia's like, "Oh my god, you know him personally? Like, you talk to him regularly?"
Skia, he's a leader of industry. What do we want
I
to
know.
do with that?
He's the leader of. I mean, I've been a staunch industrialist for years. But I mean, usually I have to, I don't just go up and talk to him.
I think honestly you could, and it might make him happier.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. Well, we got to get you out into the green grasses. We got to get you out of the city. We got to get you to see where industry doesn't thrive. You need to see the difference, or else I don't know.
Aspen, I'll come up to you, like, no, not like swaying as much as I just was, and just like put my hand on your shoulder and give you a wing. I'm like, that was my audition. Can I be in your movies?
Thomas, you're a problem. You're a problem.
Thomas, it could be his movies that kill you. You don't know this. I wouldn't be good jumping into things not knowing what kills you.
Thomas, if you're gonna be back around here, I think I'm gonna have to come up with a safe word for you. All right? How about
I helped out.
mangoes? If you hear me say mangoes,
we're having mangoes.
Then you stop doing what it is that you are doing at the moment you're doing it, and we'll be good. Be good. Let me do the talking.
I thought you were happy I was back.
I am happy.
Just like old times. Just like old times, we need a certain sleeper cell phrase to get Thomas to shut the fuck up.
I thought I was helping. It's
a cleaner.
Day.
All right, Aspen. So did I hear right? A cleaner is what came in earlier.
It seems so.
You didn't see Dad leave?
He said there was a lot of commotion. There was a carriage outside, men coming in and out all morning. Big hubbubaloo.
That sounds like some kind of cover for something else. Also, what are we gonna do with the body in the dining room?
Oh, the body! I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, God, good. I didn't want to invite him in. I just didn't want him around you, miscreants.
Oh,
That has been fully forgotten. There was a dead body.
yeah.
Oh, right,
We don't want him
the
to see the dead
corpse.
body in the. Yeah, we should do something about that.
Are you
Corpses don't tend to smell very good if they're not kept properly.
Which one are you more upset about, Aspen? Real life me or dead me? Oh.
Well,
God.
in this moment, right now,
Don't answer that. I know the answer.
Is there a family cemetery for us?
Oh, shit.
No, I mean like most rich places are probably like
Yeah,
most families have like a
No, that's a great question. There is not one that you know of.
is there family that we know of?
Baruch. It's been more than 20 minutes getting here.
Question, Bryland.
Yes.
Has Skia been down in the basement recently?
Oh my gosh.
Where the laboratory is?
Yeah.
I think you probably step down there. Maybe not every time that you come home to visit Dad, but it's a good place to, replenish your own ingredients from, since somehow your father's laboratory is always stocked. You
Too much.
kind of come home and shop around a little bit.
Could Skia, is there a thing still in place to store bodies down there?
Hold on. What do you mean still in place?
Look, you don't know about
Oh
this. This is me talking to Bryland.
I mean,
Just wait.
something we can discover.
Jesus.
This is Skia trying to think like, well, we could maybe.
It's not a permanent solution, but
Right.
yeah, as far as you know, it's still there.
Well, we could. Skia is kind of fidgeting with their hands. There is a place, in the basement we could store the body for a little bit till we figure out what to do. At least get it out of the way. Sorry, Thomas. I know this is weird for you. Also, just don't ask too many questions. I don't want to talk about it. But, Pans, could you help me with that?
Do we
He gives a smile.
want to take the arm?
Well, it's not magical, and I'm not really sure how it functions.
It's a piece of tech we've never seen before. It might be interesting to see.
I thought you said no cutting. Squints.
I never said. I said we needed Thomas's consent for cutting. My thought.
Oh, I thought I heard no cutting yelling out from the other room.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, that no cutting for now, but we'll see if we can convince Thomas to let us take his arm, because if we see any other technology similar to it, we would know that we're on the
Skia
right track.
turns and looks at Thomas.
I was like, are we all still like right here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Hot seat, man.
Sorry, you're the one who died, so.
Right?
This could be how you got your arm, is by taking
You know
it
what?
off
Oh,
your
it's one of those,
body.
like,
Let's see if one
future
Monkey's
past,
paw,
like,
time
the
loop.
cyclical.
robot. Just kidding. Yeah, I think this roller coaster of what, an hour and a half of what's been going on. It's like Penth brought me back from it. This distraction with Epoch and then the neighbor. And then like kind of once again, Thomas is like being told he's like fucking up. And then we're talking about the body again. It's like it's coming back to like the high to low, like
Someone's being triggered.
he's getting moody about it. Well, like we've all had alcohol before.
Yeah, that's the reason. The alcohol's fault.
Well, when you've been drinking, you're more susceptible to like you're like
Emotions.
id right? Is it id driven? Wait, I forget. And like kind of reactive. So, I think I don't care. He's not me, because I'm alive right now. I look at Pim. That ain't me. That's not me. Whatever we do, Skia.
Yeah.
Can I request something?
Sure.
You work at the hospital.
Yes.
Could you do a blood test?
Sure. I mean, there should be stuff down in the lab.
Yeah. Get on the lab.
That's where I go to get a lot of my things that I need.
I just want
So I don't know how Father does. He just keeps it all stocked all the time.
Because then, I'm going to turn to Aspen. Then we'll know if this is a test or something actually fucked up. I don't know. And if Father's fucking with us again, I'm out for real, man. I didn't
I'll
come
join.
back.
If it's Father, if it's a test from Father, yeah, I'm joining you.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Thomas.
So,
All right, I'll carry the body down with the arm still attached, and we'll figure out on the laboratory if we want to.
Well, there's tools down in the
Yeah.
I'll be able to,
I was just gonna rip it off, but I guess you want to use tools. It's fine.
Well,
Just kidding. I would
that
never
might-
desecrate it. I would never desecrate a body.
I
right.
might damage some of the components. I thought we would take a more surgical approach.
You're right. You're right, Skia. You're right. I will. And so I'll help you with the body going down. The laboratory. Oh.
So, the Aspen, are you joining?
Should I stay up here and try and intercept any more nosy neighbors, or do you think we should just go downstairs?
Hey, Farouk. If anybody asks, Dad's not home, and we're in the basement.
I feel like Baruch could
Just tell him the truth.
Yeah, exactly.
Just tell him exactly what's going on.
The 5 of you, including
I was
Epoch,
going to say, Gears, come down here.
Gears, if you want to call them that.
That's
fine
for
too.
now. I'm playing with ideas because nicknames are fun.
Yeah, the 4 of you and Epoch, and then not including the corpse Thomas as a person.
I think as we're going down the stairs in towards the basement to the laboratory or whatever, Aspen behind Penth carrying the corpse. I don't suppose we're going to talk about why you attacked that nice camera earlier today.
Nice.
I think while carrying the body, I just say, look, you ever notice that when I come see you in your premieres and things like that, I don't exactly stand out in the crowd? I'm in a corner, I'm sitting, I'm not hanging out.
Seems very difficult for you to do,
Yeah,
given
well,
your immense proportions.
Yeah, well, I have a little bit of help magically. Do you remember being interrogated by a bunch of wasp people just like you said, what, 24 hours ago?
That's a thing that happened
Yeah, now imagine that I was one of them.
last night.
No, try like 3 years ago. Now imagine our backstory, our whole life growing up as kids. Then imagine me as one of those people. Now look at me now. I didn't exactly leave with really good references. I would prefer not to be seen while visiting you, or just in Feyroth in general.
Well, you could
On
have
the
just said
street,
that.
Fine, but look, you can't always reason with reporters.
He is definitely giving you a look.
Of course, yeah. I mean, I guess this is the first time really mentioning to any of you, like, you know I was in the military, you know I was doing something, and then I left to do archaeology. And so, look, I had a belief that was wrong for a long time. And now I'm not thinking about that. Now I'm thinking about other things, other people. And I have to run away from that part of my past because confronting it could probably kill me. So let's just keep myself outside of the of being seen in public, shall we? I mean, we'll have drinks, yeah, fine, I can handle that, but no documentation that I was ever anywhere near you or the rest of my family.
Aye, negotiator. Penth.
Let's not call me that, because that was not my name when I was negotiator.
What's the marching order down the lab? Am I?
I think Aspen's definitely behind me.
Skia might be in front.
I think Skia's in front of me. Yeah.
Skia definitely will turn to Penth and be like,
Is it?
I won't ask any more about the negotiator business if you just don't question me about the basement.
I don't feel comfortable agreeing to that before I see what is going on in the basement.
Out of my own personal curiosity, is it Penth and Skia carrying the body of Thomas, or
Just me.
Open?
Oh, I mean, Thomas, if you want to help.
No, I'm not touching that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think it's just me.
I think that'd be a bad idea if you touched your
And Thomas is
dead body.
the last one going down, so he's like seeing his siblings, and because this is fun session 2 type of stuff, and we're dropping little hints, like at a couple things Penth says as he's talking, Thomas like stops following everyone and like holds onto the railing, and then we'll catch up.
What the three of you
Yes.
and Epoch observe when you do need to pull your eyes away from the visceral scene on this table that it is a very sterile metal table that you would see in a morgue, in a university lab. There are very discomforting leather straps on the table that could potentially hold something down. Skia doesn't need these right now.
No.
When removing the arm from this version of Thomas. There are shelves that line the entire walls of the basement. Basement that you've all been in before. There are other rooms in the basement. There's an expanded pantry in there. There's the pantry that's upstairs connected to the kitchen, and this is more of like dry storage and curing meats can be done down here. There's also, various training rooms that you guys used when you were growing up. The laboratory, only Skia has had the privilege of being in this space before. Shelves line every inch of the walls, filled with all manner of things, really, not just chemicals, but also specimens, poultices, spices, various powders, roots. There's a whole wall dedicated to botanical ingredients, various leaves that have been dried, or barks that have been powdered, fruits that have been preserved. The entire space has this very eclectic smell to it, so that you can be plenty distracted while Skia performs the task of removing an arm that not only is connected to this corpse of Thomas, but is grafted to it. The skin has healed around the arm. There are inner workings of the arm that are connected to bone and muscle and sinew, all of which has to be cut away. It is a long and delicate process, the details of which I will not get into.
Besides cutting the sinew and muscle off of it.
Yeah, there's a little bit more to it than that, as Skia would very, very clearly explain to you each step of the process. But I will not.
This is all the basement.
All in the basement.
You described all the rooms. I think when it gets gross, Thomas will go down a few rooms and punch the old punching bag from his training room.
Yeah. At some point during this process, Skia will also draw blood from you.
Cool.
To do the blood test to compare the two.
Is there a drain in the floor?
Yes, there is.
Good to know. And then, so I think I'm staying in the room, and I'll peek around, but I'm staying in to see what's going on.
At the end of the very long, very involved process, at this point it's nearing midnight.
Wow.
And the arm has been successfully removed. This prosthetic arm has been successfully removed from that version of Thomas. And the results of the blood test do confirm the same blood type. Your blood currently has a higher alcohol content than this one does.
Why?
And it's delicious.
It doesn't match. See, it's not even. We're not the same. It's fine.
Skia is standing there with this arm. You imagine it was probably an arm. You can't see much past the elbow, so you don't know that there was a hand or fingers on the other side, but, whatever this prosthetic was, Skia's holding it, examining it. There are intricate inner workings that are similar to various mechanics, pistons, clockwork. There are gears in there.
Is it similar to Epoch?
Yes and no. The materials are different. There is no sign of porcelain or glass in the arm that was taken off of Thomas.
Cool.
The inner workings of Epoch are gold and brass and seem very, very fine. This device, this prosthetic, while it is by no means cheaply made, it was not made with gold, with brass, with the finest
More durable
materials.
stuff.
More durable. Mm-hmm.
Cool.
But I used the word clockwork. There are gears.
So like mechanical.
Yeah.
And cool. Okay. Yeah. And not magical.
Skia did confirm that it was not magical.
No. But there was a lot of magic around this, Thomas. A lot. More than I've ever seen, even from my master and anywhere.
And that's what the identified spell told you, Skia?
Well, that was detecting magic.
Didn't you identify it too?
Yes.
And what did you find out?
This was not magic. It's a prosthetic arm. It's not complete.
I'd like to roll for insight against my sibling.
Alright. Roll an insight check. Justin, you roll a persuasion or deception check, and you and I know which one you are using.
19.
15.
Ooh.
Well, actually, no, 16.
Justin, would you like to describe to kind of what they are seeing when really focusing on your intention in this description?
Skia is being quite honest. There is no magic coming from this arm. It's not magical. There's only half of part of it remaining, and they're not sure how it works fully. Identifying it, they're only getting this. It's a prosthetic arm.
Is Thomas' body covered in a sheet by this point? No.
Sorry, we're still talking openly over the desecrated corpse.
I'll be back by this point.
Yeah.
Aspen reaches out to Skia. Can I see it?
Sure.
Aspen, he takes the prosthetic and is kind of holding up to look at it, moving the hinge and looking at this sort of nub on it, and looks at Thomas and holds it up to him, kind of gauging the size, and then starts to wave his hand over the end of it, And as the light sort of shimmers and coalesces, he tries to make it look like an intact arm with a hand using minor illusion.
Oh, cool.
As it sort of like he's looking at the material and that and doing the best that he could think of what this could look like to try and complete the prosthetic from his imagination, essentially.
Or like image projecting the missing parts.
Phantom limb.
Yeah.
And he just kind of holds it still there in the illusion of this completed arm hand. I don't know how accurate it is, but mostly just to kind of inspect what it could possibly look like.
The arm continues in the metallic way of various plates forming over each other, and you described it earlier as an almost armor, is what it looked like. It looked like you were wearing like a sleeve of armor, a gauntlet. Aspen continues that picture for you with what looks very much like the same materials, the same colors, same strength and flexibility. It's an image.
You can't move or anything. It's literally just like an image in place.
You know, no matter how hard he tries, Aspen cannot stay perfectly still, and whenever he moves, the image that he's created stays still. And it's about kind of like finding that perfect positioning.
All right, we need to bury the body. We need to get out of Dodge.
Well, I mean, we can store it here for a little bit. If we need to find a place to bury it.
How long is a little bit?
Well, how long would be a little bit?
There is a large metal door on the opposite side of the laboratory where you came in, which is essentially a large freezer, a large cold box. Now this, with the technology of Center Ring in this period, there is not a way to freeze the corpse to stop it from decomposing, but you could significantly slow the process of decomposing.
I would like to use Gentle Repose as a ritual spell and prevent it from decaying for at least 10 days. I just want to do it. I think it's fun.
Yeah, can you tell us what it looks like?
Gentle Repose is I hold my spear, like my little compact spear, over the body, and as the spear extends, magic as well extends with the edges of the spear as it extends out, and it kind of almost like laser over the body, giving a little bit like a faint aura around it, and then the aura disappears, but you just notice the body doesn't seem to be as decaying as it should, or things like that. It seems to be a little more like magically frozen in time.
Cool.
So I want to do that, and I want to look at the group and say, look, I have access to an airship. I can get some strings pulled. We need to get out before negotiators. We need to. Do we care about finding Dad? Do we need to figure out what's going on with his arm? Epoch. And I'd like to talk to the robot. Can you like become compact pocked? We can't imagine running around with a 6'10" giant robot that just shouldn't belong here. Is there any way we can either tell you to fuck off, or can you get smaller?
Negative.
What does he look like in a trench coat?
Can't wait.
Aspen! I turn to Aspen. What does he look like in a trench coat?
We even talked about Aspen's trench coat capabilities.
I don't think I have a trench coat big enough for that one.
What if we lop him in half? What if we take off his legs?
Wait, you want to leave the city?
Yeah, they're negotiators. You ran into one yesterday. We ran into them at least once already today, and we know they've been to our house.
You don't know they've been to the house.
A cleaning crew? You think that that's just a normal thing?
You think
You don't think it's a sting up? You don't think it's Mercs?
Why would the negotiators go through the trouble?
Alex, I will say, in your time as a negotiator, at no point did you ever do anything undercover like that.
It was always very overt.
Yeah, the negotiators that you were a part of never disguised themselves. It was always like, you're wearing the uniform.
Their strengths and their lights.
If it's not a negotiator, someone else is pretending to be something else and kicking our doors down and kidnapping.
Well, let's not all just turn tails and run away yet, okay? It seems pretty convoluted for negotiators to get and dress up and
I'm just saying,
raid
I got
houses.
a nice little cottage like 2 hours outside of Feyroth that we can just chill in until all this blows over. We don't need to be part of this nonsense test bullshit. We don't even know if it's Dad's test, but I don't think it is. I don't think it's Dad's test because he said all of our names, including Thomas's, and we know Dad doesn't give two shit about Thomas. So obviously it's not a Dad thing.
Mean to say.
Skia, he left us a recording that said everyone's name except for Thomas. And
No, there could have been a little running out of time scenario tied into that, Thomas.
That man does not speak like he's running out of time.
He was under attack, like, actively, while...
You guys like to make excuses for a man that fucked with us our entire lives. Secondly, that robot called us all by our chosen names, not by the ones that he gave us.
Well, if he's from the future, he would know, I guess.
Do you still think your dad would call us the right names? Skia, what does Dad call you when you visit him?
Yeah, hey.
He doesn't say anything, really.
Correct.
Hey!
Sorry. Yes, Thomas.
Thomas has been, like, slowly working his way over to the corpse. If our father was involved with any of this, do you think he would send me, of all people, back through time?
Correct.
No, something else is going on, and Skia just proved it. Just proved that this is me, and I'm me, and that's me, and he's clearly older, and now we have a time-traveling robot who is here to observe us. I do think Father getting mixed up with these cleaners. Ooh, that's what they're called right now before we figure out the cleaners. It can't be a coincidence. He called you three back. He knew something was about to happen. Something happened. He's kidnapped. And then this robot shows up the very same day.
Don't forget, he said, find me with the iridescent fool. I think that's what he said. He said, find me with the iridescent fool.
Yeah, what does that mean?
So, wait. Are we saying time travel is this metaphorical basket that we're putting all of our apples in right now?
In the
well,
absence
metaphorical,
of,
I think it just happened in front of us. Seems kind of literal.
In the absence of the possible, all that's left is the impossible. And there's no possible way for Thomas to be in two places at once. There's no possible way for an automaton that we've never seen before, nor has the technology that exists now to magically appear in front of us. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go with the timey-wimey nonsense.
Well, you haven't worked with magic as much as I have, and it doesn't really follow normal logical procedures of what you think would be possible.
Skia, you'd be very surprised with how much magic I've dealt with in the last 3 years.
Well, I haven't known you for the last 3 years, so maybe that's true.
Thomas,
I think Pet is like open mouth looking at Skia, like the sass from Bent, like coming back at him from Skia is like, okay. He shuts up.
Skia, I'm gonna take one of your scalpels and I'm gonna cut future Thomas's pant leg on the right side, on the thigh. I'm gonna see if there's a scar there.
There is.
Okay.
Will you?
And I'm going to like pull my pants and look.
Skia averts their eyes. Huh?
I have my underwear on. God, okay, whatever.
How'd you get that scar?
You want to know how I got this scar? One of you guys did this to me when we were 10. Okay?
If I remember correctly, it's the one with horns or horn.
Oh.
I thought we were.
That's why they looked away.
Oh, nice. Oh, we just. Okay, anyway, sorry. I'm getting caught up. So sorry.
There's another. Oh, go ahead. There's another test. So you guys have the same scar.
Same scar, same blood type. What's your?
I'd like to take the scalpel from you, and I'd like to ask you very honestly: do you trust Pent in this moment?
Yeah.
Skia, how deep does a wound have to get to leave a scar?
I don't know. But I mean, I've seen patients scar from. It depends, kind of how clean the cut is.
Skia, you're taking too long. Thomas wants to pull his coat down.
Yes,
right there.
I carve a T. Yeah, exactly.
Carve into me.
I carve a T in your shoulder blade. And then I would like to, and then immediately I'll use my healing words to give you back. No, I'll do cure wounds. It's better.
Thanks. That's better.
Okay, let's make it. Alex, will you roll 3d4 plus 3?
3D for a scalpel?
Yeah.
You are not a cut.
carving
You're like,
and you're carving deep enough to scar.
have you seen
And
Ant Chapter 1?
a T and carving it. is gonna, that's more than one like quick slash.
That's true.
As you're doing it, can Thomas be like, no, make it cool?
The T is cool, Thomas. What else? Do you want it to be a cat or something?
Oh, why is it not? Oh!
All right, so it's 3d4. So
Yes,
that's
3d4 plus 3.
Wait, make it up
That's 6.
because
10 even.
you're
10
permanently
years.
scarring my character in session 2. Make it a T has 2 lines, so I'm gonna say one more line. Make it a triangle because delta.
Okay, delta. Okay, we'll make it a triangle for that. So that's 10 damage, and then I'm gonna do cure wounds on top.
Oh my god, 10
Okay.
damage. Jeez.
I know that is a lot. Like I'm with you on that.
You really.
Scalp-
At level
scalpel does
3?
3
Yeah, I'll
d4?
That would have
3d4
killed me.
plus
Plus
3. 3d. Well, I thought that was 4d4 plus 4.
Oh my god.
I was talking about the damage. You
Oh.
roll your cure wounds or whatever it is.
Yeah,
As
I throw away my
father
dagger
test.
at the
I'm
scalpel.
really mad at you right now. I'm really
I
mad
got
at you. Ah.
I used cure wounds, and you got back 8 hit points.
So I'm down 2.
You're down 2.
Down just back to. And I'd like
Got
to
one
turn the
spell.
body over and see if that T scar is on the body.
It sure is.
All right, so you remember that theory how this may not be you, and this could be a future you that doesn't turn into you? Still there, but it's becoming a little bit more apparent that this is kind of same timeline Thomas.
At this point, Aspen has been pretty obviously skeptical and sort of, sarcastic about a lot of this. And seeing this scar appear, you see like his demeanor changes. And he looks back at the rest of you. Oh, this is real. This is really real.
Of course it's real. We've been interacting with it this whole time.
All right, fine. Color be intrigued on this one.
You guys ready?
Okay, so let's say that this is in fact you, and you have come from the future. And Pence, you said how old? You think
5 years at most.
5 years at most. Have any of you seen a prosthetic like this before?
No, not at the hospital.
I
They
deal with
don't,
old and
have
ancient
this
things.
much.
Yeah.
Right. So,
Complexity.
I mean, if we're going to talk about like future technology in this, 5 years isn't very long. Technology just doesn't appear. There's this, this developed.
Well,
Tests
actually,
and
it's kind of exponential because as more technology is discovered, I mean, think about it. They're gonna keep going on if you don't stop them.
right. So
Yeah.
all I'm saying is the potential of this is already being developed, I would assume. I have no idea about this, but I might just know a guy.
What do you mean you know a guy?
So Sean, in this moment, has deployed the I know a guy rule.
Hey!
Hey!
So Aspen does know a guy and knows the right guy for the job. At this point, Aspen, I need you to roll a charisma check. Just a d20, add your flat charisma modifier.
Oh no, a
this-
charisma check.
This is going to determine your relationship to the guy that you know.
That's a nat 20, baby.
Hey! This man comes in, he kisses our feet, he washes them, and gives us
Hell
attitude
yeah.
we're asked for.
Okay, now I
Oh,
should say,
Papa
going
Bear.
into this, knowing who the guy is, it's not going to change anything about the guy and
Sure.
who he is and what he knows. It's just going to change his attitude towards you.
I'm so glad you did that because I forgot about the I know a guy.
Yeah.
That's great.
I would like to ask Gia to hold on to the arm in her Miss Marsupial pouch.
Yeah, I'm not a marsupial, but I'll hold on to it.
You have a pouch? Do you lay eggs?
No, I
Okay.
don't lay. Satyrs do not lay
Just,
eggs.
just saying, Skia's marsupial pouch is going to be confusing to our audience. Will you describe?
Oh gosh.
Will you describe Skia's bag of holding?
So, because Skia is an artificer, they have infusions, so they can infuse mundane, non-magical items with a little bit of magic. One of the infusions that Skia has chosen is to be able to create a bag of holding. So Skia has a normal-looking bag. It's not weird.
That's not how it was
It's
described
bigger on the
originally.
inside.
Thank you so much just for clarifying.
A regular born.
But if you look on the inside, then it's got like flesh and tentacles. I'm just kidding.
If you are to follow up with Aspen and the guy that he knows that he feels would be able to give you more information about this prosthetic arm, you would be heading to Feroth's night market.
Oh yeah.
Now, if that's something that you guys want to do, I want to know specifically how you are going to disguise Epoch in order to get there.
God, I can't believe you wouldn't let me compact him.
3 kobolds in a trench coat method. Put a hat on.
And a
Do
trench
I
coat.
not have? Can I?
Bernie style. He's our uncle, and he's a fucking idiot. Like
He's only 2 inches taller than me, which means I should have some outfits that may fit him.
God,
I
he's
would
so tall.
say that you have like a duster, a coat that you have when you take out to, various archaeological digs and sites. It gets cold out there in the desert. So, not exactly like a trench coat per se, but I'd say you have like a long coat that you can put on. Maybe, and correct me if I'm wrong, if this isn't Pence style, but maybe more like a pea coat.
That's what I was feeling. A pea coat was fun, but I feel like he had no like regular shirts underneath, so it's like his old crop top is like a pea coat, but then there's like Epoch's wearing like a crop top that would fit like a half Goliath, and then like long pants. I think boots would disguise a little bit of like the height difference. It's
I don't
more
know
of
if
like
you're walking around with extra boots. Like if you're walking around with the coat.
Oh no, we're at home though. No, I thought we're
Okay,
like
good,
this is
good.
like my old outfits, is like
Good.
when I was younger.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, this is like my 18-year-old outfits that he's
Gotcha.
wearing now. But I don't know how to disguise his face. I need help from the others.
What time of year is it?
It is fall. It is early fall.
So it can get chilly?
Yes.
Aspen will have a scarf in his
Okay.
little ruck that he brought with him.
Yeah.
That he can wrap his head up.
I would say it's almost like St. Louis weather right now, where like during the day it's like
Yeah.
it can be warm, but then in the evening, like last night we got down to like 55 or something. So at this point, it's like it's chilly enough that like a scarf could be warranted.
He's wearing gloves. It's the face. Like, so scarf's gonna cover like about this much.
Yeah.
Do you have any like big glasses, like sunglasses?
Oh my god. It's gonna look like a.
You could find like sun spectacles within the home. Yeah,
Right.
going through Dad's closet and your previous closets, you can find plenty of clothes for Epoch. Now, I will tell you this right now. Epoch, I love him. I don't care what pronouns we use for Epoch. I love him, and he will be very useful in some situations.
Does he have a
Because
vaporizing
of
cannon?
what Epoch, because of what Epoch is made of, and because of the clockwork innards of Epoch, he will always have disadvantage on stealth.
But I don't. At this
Sure.
point right now, I don't know where we can put him. Unless you want to like, Aspen, can we drop Epoch off at your house on the way over to this guy? Tell him to stand there.
don't
Is
know
he
if we
even gonna
can-
stop following
As
us?
as you say that, Epoch says,
I am here to
Yeah, well,
observe.
Flip your ass, Epoch. We can't have you following us around.
buddy, love you. You're doing great, and this outfit's
You're
awesome.
holding
Yeah.
Epoch by the shoulders, and Epoch's head like turns to look at Pen.
Of course.
Here,
You are not compatible.
Oh!
I'm not compatible?
turns back.
Hey, okay, yeah. Leave the sass later.
With who? I like get ready. I like
Roll for initiative. No, hey, but so Epoch, we're gonna go out to the world, and people can't know about you. Okay? I need you to stay calm and just follow us. Can you confirm?
I understand.
I didn't like that.
How do you like that? He
roll-
sounds like he understands.
Yeah.
I blank understand. Do not.
Roll an insight check.
Okay. I'm gonna use my navigator. Picking it up because it's hard to read. 15. Okay. Insight. Plus 2. 17.
You've heard Epoch's limited vocabulary. His previous exchange to Penth, you are not compatible. That's something new. So the vocabulary
True.
is maybe it is not expanding, but your understanding of it is expanding. Epoch has like left out things before by saying like I am here to observe versus I am here to observe Penth, Skia, Aspen,
Cool.
Thomas.
They can like replace and repeat and add.
Yeah. So what you understand is you had heard in the past Epoch say, "I do not understand." You feel like this was you feel like this was an intentional choice to leave out the words "do not" in order to say "I understand."
Cool.
It altered its like main phrases, which means it's doing more than what it's programmed to do.
Yeah, it's doing something on purpose to communicate.
Yeah, I love that. So we're just gonna bring the giant robot with us?
Just
Okay.
with us, okay?
I mean, I guess.
Affirmative.
Meat market. People aren't really gonna look that hard.
We'll just say it's a new prop for Aspen's next movie.
Skia's got a little point.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff that happens at the night market. I know it's been a while since you've been in town, but
I don't have any time to change my night market outfit, so it's like...
you have a night market outfit?
You have a
Yeah, it's similar to what I'm wearing now, but the shirt's a lot tighter.
Oh, it's like mesh.
Yeah,
That sounds uncomfortable.
Yeah.
it says,
I don't know why you do
baby
that.
slut across the...
You need your night market outfit.
And
No,
he's like 7 feet tall. And he's wearing a mesh shirt that
it
says
says baby slut. It's the best image I can think of.
That's hysterical. Okay.
I love it.
All right, whoever wants to draw that, please. Thank
Weather
you.
festival where a big daddy has a little shirt like that.
Not yet.
Oh yeah.
That's for Folsom.
All right.
Anyways, yes, I'm all on board. Let's go meet Aspen's. Oh,
And we're leaving future Thomas's body in the
In the fridge.
because we're
The
good.
freezer.
Fridge,
It'll-
we're good.
is it not a back
I mean,
tank? They would be fine.
I'm not gonna say you're good, but
We think we're good to leave it there.
sure.
Look, no one's checked these freezers besides me and Father, so it should be fine.
As we go to leave the Reverie Estate, stepping out of the doors into the street, thinking about how we're going to get there, there is a carriage
Nice.
there waiting for us.
Your private carriage.
Now, the private carriage of Aspen Echoes can take you pretty close to the night market. There comes a point in the market district of Faroth where it's not that the streets are too tight for carriages, it's that no matter the time of day, the streets are too crowded for carriages.
Dang.
The market district of Faroth during the day is known for having basically any good in the world that you could hope for, you could find in the market district of Faroth. It is a very well mapped out, very concise, very detailed landscape of shops of every kind with goods from around the world. Huge, expansive. The market district of Faroth is larger than most other cities in the world. The night market is what takes over in the evening. Nobody knows exactly who runs the night market, but there must be some coordination behind it. There are shops that run in the daytime that are then taken over in the evening by a completely different vendor who has an agreement with the landlord or whatever vendor is there in the day, and they constantly switch day and night. And then there are other vendors that just show up and just appear. And there are vendors that are always at the market, the night market, but not always in the same space. There's also all kinds of festivities and, you know, gambling houses, and there's drinking halls that show up in the night market. And this is not me saying that they magically show up. There's no arcane behind it. These are people who... There's an entire sect of Faroth that is completely nocturnal, and this is their job, and they come here and they set up where they can. And there are other mainstays of the night market. A very notable one is the Circus of Brick, which is a circus, but always different from night to night, and in different places. And the night market itself, there's no... You'll occasionally find a constable there, but they're mostly doing their own shopping. the night market itself is a very tight-knit group of, it's a guild, really, of shopkeepers and vendors who protect themselves. And they have their own laws within the night market, which does allow a certain degree of black market vending. There are things that you can only get at the night market that would not be approved anywhere else. You get as close as you can, as deep into the market district as Aspen's personal carriage driver, Hackman, can bring you. But there is a point where you cannot go any further, and you do have to leave the carriage and walk through. And Skia is exactly right. The night market is so full of colorful and eclectic characters that nobody gives Epoch a second glance. It does make all kinds of, clockwork and machine noises as it walks, but unless someone is right next to him, it cannot be heard over the many people hawking their wares or playing an instrument on a corner somewhere.
Instruments, you say?
Aspen's ability to navigate this market as well as anybody could does show a familiarity, albeit a somewhat removed familiarity. Almost like someone is returning to their hometown after many years away. Or someone is trying to remember exactly where their room was in an apartment building that they lived in a decade ago. There is a familiarity there. That much is clear. More so than any of the others that you have. You guys have spent a fair amount of time in the night market. You guys grew up in Faroth. There's no way you are not familiar with it. But Aspen leads you to a small, dimly lit shop in an alleyway with one buzzing lightning lamp above it, fading in and out. He leads you to a building that a dusty window on it during the day says Spider Fingers Clocks and Cogware.
Yeah,
But
that's so cool.
another sign has been placed over it, one that could easily be removed each night and placed back on. It says, Backers' Delight and Curiosities of Fancy. Aspen leads you in, the bell above the door ringing, and you wait in this space that you can't imagine anyone shopping in. It's too dark. You feel like you need, a torch to look around at the... Much of the wares that are sold during the day have had blankets thrown over them or sheets or whatnot. And the table, 2 tables in the center of the room, just have a number of oddities on them. One is a skull that has been intricately carved in various runes and patterns. There is a goblet and dish set. There are a number of quills and inks. Just very strange, very random collection of things on the table. You all come into this space, even Epoch. And just a moment goes by before a man comes out from the back and you are met with Baccarum Hillside.
Another chode. Oh, by the way, is anybody else in the store?
No, it's just the 5 of you and then Baccarum.
I would like to have locked the door on our way in.
Ooh, okay. Baccarum comes in, this balding man. He's got a bright gold tooth, a patchy beard. He's sweating despite the cool night. He wears clothes that are very fancy and very expensive, but they're wrinkled and they're stained. And he walks in, he looks over the 5 of you with this expression of,
Aspen!
Backroom.
Oh, it's good to see you again.
It's been far too long.
He's a human version of Phantom Menace, the guy who owned Anakin.
Oh.
What's his name?
Yeah.
He's a human Guano. Hey, buddy. Hey, with the credits.
Aspen.
That's really good. Sorry, Brylan.
No, it's honestly, yeah. I will always use Star Wars as an inspiration.
I love that.
And nobody else has a movie, and I tell you that.
That's so good. Sorry, Aspen, he's talking to you.
Aspen, it's good to see you. And he takes both of these thick, like, sausagey fingered hands, and he, like, places them on both sides of your head, and you just feel the sweat on the hands, and he just, like, squeezes your cheeks and gives your head a little shake.
Aspen does the same thing back to him as if this was a handshake.
Careful, you're not my tooth loose. All right.
That wouldn't be the first time.
What do you got for me? What do you got?
No, we came across something pretty interesting that you might have some insight on.
Oh, I got insight. That's for sure. Show me.
You might want to look away when we take it out first.
Skia's like gives you a look and pulls out a normal looking bag, maybe with like the VM. It's like a VMH tote bag, you know. And Skia keeps.
Oh, we got a doctor here.
Skia keeps their lunch in there normally, like extra scrubs, and they're like, "What?" And just pulls out the arm.
You don't want him to know where it came out of, okay?
Aspen will take the arm from Skia and place it on the table.
Oh, interesting.
That's what we thought ourselves.
Where'd you get it?
Oh, we know we don't ask questions in here.
Oh, Aspen, please. I gotta know.
We took it off of another friend of ours.
All right. Yeah, I won't say nothing. Hey, you ain't one of those negotiators. I saw it in the papes. Oh, Aspen got it away by negotiating. All right. I tell you what. He takes out a like an eyepiece that he like sticks into his eye, and it extends outwards. He like pulls it out, and it's like this little telescope sort of looking thing, and he looks it over. Reaches into one of his coat pockets and pulls out one of those like tiny little hammers that you would test someone's like knee reflexes on, and he goes and like hits it a couple of different places, listens to it. Okay, all right. And he pulls out a scale, sets it on the scale. No, that ain't right. Puts his finger on the scale. Oh yeah, okay. All right. Puts the scale away. Okay. What do you want to know about it?
What do you know?
I can tell you what it's worth.
What do you think it's worth?
Broken like this and covered in blood. I put it. It's a big window. Depending on the collector, I'd put it between 75 and 200.
200.
Yeah.
There's no technology like this out there right now.
Oh, you wanna tell me how it works?
Well, yeah, you got the joint there, connects to the shoulder.
Hey, you nurse, you wanna tell me how it works?
I've never seen anything like this. The prosthetics at the hospital are not quite as advanced.
Hey, by the way, how much you asking for the other one?
What?
The other one.
Well, you're missing a horn there. I took the other one from you. How much you want for it?
You see
I think
Skia's
that's the moment of,
eyes
like-
kind of narrow, and they're like,
No.
that is not for sale.
Wait, did you say you took the other one?
No, he wants the other one.
He wants the one.
Oh, I thought I heard you say he took the other one, and I was like,
That was a very different direction.
yeah.
Don't get touchy on me. Becca's just doing his business. Now listen. Sorry.
This whole time, because the arm is like my arm, Thomas is like hanging back and making sure Epoch is as uninteresting as possible, and we're like looking at the skulls and all that. I'm like babysitting Epoch, so I'm in the back of this.
Nurse, you want to tell me how this works?
Well, I saw how it connected to the muscle and ligament tissue.
Whoa,
Quite advanced.
Oh, what?
I saw.
You took this off the body yourself?
Well, yes, I used my knowledge in order to do it correctly. I think I did a pretty good job.
You exactly right, Aspen. There ain't no technology like this.
So how does it work?
Half of
Only
it's
75?
broken. The source material is... I ain't even gonna guess where. 200 is what I'd offer you. Yeah, I'd give you 200 for it. Now, you want to know more about it? I got a, let's call her an associate. I got an associate in the back who might be able to tell me more.
Insight check.
All right.
Hell yeah!
My insight is not as good with... Where is it? There it is. Oh, that's another nat 20.
Oh!
All right, Sean. All right.
Or 23.
All right, we get to know exactly who's in the back room, how old they are, what they have for breakfast.
Their Aspen Madison password is.
Hey, that doesn't exist anymore. They got rid of that.
Okay. With that nat 20, it was the way that Backrum said, you could call her an associate.
Her.
That was not a, fun, ooh, this, person that I know. It was... Backrum has darker dealings. Backrum has skeletons hanging out of his closet because there's so many of them.
Does your friend happen to be human?
No, she ain't.
Okay, I'm not worried then.
He definitely looks at Benth like, huh?
Look, human women are just awful. Let's start with that. I just...
I quite agree with you.
Yeah, we laugh. Don't laugh at me.
He kind of gives you one of those, hey...
And he just punches me. I'm like,
Can't kill him, can't live with him,
Oh, don't worry. I killed plenty of them. Now,
I pull the spear a little bit farther out of my cloak.
Aspen picks the prosthetic up off the table, and he smiles at Backroom, and he kind of just taps his nose, kind of exposing the inside of his finger a little bit. Says, "Let's go talk to your contact."
well, you just wait right here. I'll bring her out to you.
Okay.
Let me go get her. He heads into the back and is only gone for just a moment before...
Ooh, before he does that, can I take the rune carved skull and use mending while he's not looking and get rid of all the runes?
Ooh. Yeah.
You're desecrating a skull! I'm a grave cleric. Of course I'm gonna be... No, it was Justin's face being like, why would you do that? I was like, I saw a desecrated skull sitting in a night market. I'm gonna make sure it's not desecrated anymore.
Also, this slime ball left for a minute, and Thomas is actually going to engage and turn around and go, we're not selling my arm to this guy, right? We're here for information. We're not here to sell my arm.
No, we need to know where it came from so we know where we get it in the future.
Backroom comes back into the space.
Backroom comes back to the front room.
Shopping.
Back into the space, and he is holding in his hand a birdcage.
Cool.
And he places the birdcage on the table, says, let me introduce you to my damselfly. And inside the birdcage is
Pixie!
a very small woman, probably the size of Pence pinky finger.
Pretty big.
She is in barely any rags that do not give her any sort of modesty or cover at all. Very lithe, very light body, very long legs, and she has these long pointed ears that sort of fan out a little bit, and this hair that goes from like a bright yellow to a deep green, very like feathered hair, and she does have sort of somewhere between dragonfly and like butterfly, like glass wings, one of which is very noticeably broken.
Just like Skia. Broken wing, broken horn. You know?
I knew it would fucking get you! I knew I would get you! All right.
Who's your friend here?
This is my damselfly. I got her from a friend of a friend. She was worth the price I paid. Now they say that these types they can be our size if you want. Now I'm not on such good terms with her yet, but we're getting there. Ain't that right, damsel? And he sort of like pats on the cage really hard. She'd be able to tell you more about this arm, I think.
Before I do any history checks or things like that, is it normal to see a fairy woman?
Oh, absolutely not.
I didn't think so, because it's a whole, but like history, I'd like to do a history check and see what I know about.
Yeah, go
like,
for
how
it.
far,
Go
yeah,
ahead,
because
roll that history check.
That's my background. Let's do it. History is a +6, babies.
Just 1 minute.
That's a 25. I rolled 2 19s this round. That's phenomenal. That's
Great
the 20
rolls
for
this
Aspen.
session.
Yeah, really good rolls.
And then next roll we got combat. We're gonna be falling off cafeteria tables.
Now you know that you don't know. There was once a tale of fairies not being a common occurrence, but something that you would see in a forest not frequented by man. Occasionally giving advice or playing tricks. Fairies, pixies, damselfly, whatever you want to call them. At this point, more myth than fact. But they are mentioned throughout history, and some mention them as fact.
Is there anything that would be like? Is it their wing special? Is there like? So he likes exotic things, but would he be able to get anything off her? Like, is he gonna take her wings? Is that gonna have a magical property? Like, why would he? Want her?
There is a sect of science that does believe that various elixirs and entitonics can be pulled from the components of creatures that are more inclined towards magic than others. The way that Baccarum has kept this creature in a cage does indicate that he intends like a longer term use.
Got it. Hey Aspen, how much do you like this person?
Are you asking Aspen or are you asking Sean?
Oh, I'm asking Sean. Aspen. Hey Aspen, how much do you really like Baccarum?
We need to leave him alone.
We need to take the ferry.
Skia is looking intently at the fairy and starts whispering in Auran. I don't know if she knows primordial language or not, but Skia's starting to whisper, trying to see if she picks up on it or not.
What are you saying in Auran?
Are you here of your own volition? But it sounds just kind of like the whisper, like wind whispers. Like,
yeah, it sounds like Skia's going like.
What a question to ask a tiny fairy with a broken wing inside of a birdcage. Do you want to be here? It feels like the answer is already.
Well, I don't know.
Like,
Is aren't primordial?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a sect of primordial. She like covering herself like this goes kind of like towards you, Skia. And she pauses for a moment before she says to you in Auran, "How thick are you? You think I want to be here?"
It's Hick Auran, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
It's yeah, it's a little cockney.
Aspen notices Pence expression and Skia talking to the fairy, he assumes, and he just gives him a stern look and a little head shake. Turning back to Backroom and the ferry.
As the two of you are having this conversation, and Skia is having this conversation with the ferry, Thomas, you notice a child run by the glass outside, briefly pauses and free wraps on the glass,
Okay.
runs away.
Cool.
Backroom, like, he's been sleazy, he's been charming the whole time. Suddenly he's, you gotta get out of here. He takes the cage and he starts to go towards the back. Quickly, go! We'll continue this tomorrow night. You know,
Do you have a back door?
Yeah.
no, you fend for yourselves. You know
I
the rules, Aspen.
go
Get
for
out
the
of
cage.
here.
Fine.
No,
It-
I think as soon as he starts walking away with the cage, while he's saying that, I grab the cage. Or I
Leave
grab.
it. Leave
actually,
it. Leave it. Let's go.
No,
Leave it.
no, a poor ass thing in a cage. No, I'd like to grab
Aspen!
Bankrum. I'd like to grab Bankrum by the top of his head, like a little Mr. Potato Head. He either drops the ferry, or I drop him outside.
Go ahead, roll an intimidation check, Pen.
-1, baby. Let's see what happens.
No. Use your strength. Use your strength modifier, not your.
Oh, okay.
Modifier.
Okay, that's a +5. Let's do that. Let's have fun. Hey, Aspen. It's a nat 20.
Hey, two
Alright.
good
If
rolls.
you're gonna do a thing, do it well.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not letting this slimy, and I think my fingers start to slowly tense inwards on his head as he feels a little bit of strain. That girl don't want to be here. We don't want to be here, and he's trying to make us run out the front door. Let's not have fun with this person. He's not playing you well.
And while Penth is distracting the guy, Skia, like a little out of Skia's wrist, is kind of like pulled like a little, you know. He's when Skia's starting to like unlock the cage, trying to unlock the cage.
Yeah.
Ooh.
From Backroom has dropped the cage at this point.
Good. And then can I ask one more time, Aspen, or can I look at Backroom? Do you hate us now?
You're looking at Backroom.
Yeah, and I'm asking, do you hate us now? Does Aspen have any chance of reconnecting this relationship? Be honest with me,
Oh.
Backroom.
We need to go now.
I'm asking Backroom if he feels like he's going to be friends with us after this moment.
We need to go.
Backroom,
We
are
need
we
to
gonna be
go.
friends at this
We need
moment?
to go.
Thomas has asked a very important question.
What?
I'm at the window.
Yes.
What is happening outside?
No, that's not how you phrased it.
Is it calm or are things happening outside the window right now?
The night market has never been calm, Thomas.
But
But right now, you cannot hear or see anybody outside.
Hey guys,
I turn Backroom with us. I'm looking at you.
y'all gotta go.
All right, fine. And I think I chuck Backroom at the window and we walk towards his back room.
The window shatters. Backroom rolls out into this alleyway.
And then I would like to start running to where he was trying to escape.
He was going towards the back.
Yeah.
Skia, you have pretty easily unlocked this cage. The fairy scurries out as fast as she can, tries to fly, and gets 2-3 feet off the ground and away before she falls, unable to fly.
Skia will pick up the ferry and be like, and speaking on, and I got you. We'll get out.
No,
Get out.
no, hands off, hands off.
You can't fly.
I don't want your fucking help.
Whatever happened to women helping women, you know?
At this point, Aspen has rushed to the back room to look for an exit.
Okay, you and Penth both roll investigation checks.
Okay.
A little panicked. Can I give myself some
17.
inspiration?
You sure can.
Oh, I haven't also used my inspiration, so I have 17
You have
right now.
not.
I'm gonna add
Oh,
D6.
nice.
We got a bardic inspiration.
Ooh, 23. Wait, 17 plus 6. Yeah, 23.
23.
I'm telling you, combat, I'm gonna be a piece of shit. I'm telling you. Next time we have to do combat, I'm just gonna be rolling 2s.
It's time for 2 combat. Don't worry. Thomas and Skia got combat. We'll kill him.
11.
What was that, Aspen?
11.
All right. Between your 11 and Penth's 23, you guys are looking around. You are trying to find a way out. Penth moves a cupboard, opening what's essentially like a library, like secret bookcase door that opens to the outside. And as you are opening it, and Aspen is trying to get everybody else back in, and you guys do have the ability to leave through this back door, a voice calls out through the very distorted, very mechanical radio static of a negotiator mass. You hear, Faxion, I thought that was you.
Is it a boy voice or a girl voice?
It's a male voice.
Oh.
Hi, Smoke.
And that's where we'll end tonight's session!
Dun dun dun. Yeah.